So up to last class, we have seen about the error control. That is, the various mechanisms which may be used to control the error, find the error. If it is error is there, error frame is there, then it will go for the return. Return. Even starting of this minute, we have seen about various error reduction techniques like a parity, the check, then a CRC check. Then we have seen about that various error control mechanism protocol like ARQ, automatic execution. In that we have seen about three types: the stop and wait, go back in, and the select report. Each and every has its own merits and demerits. Comparing to all the ARQ, the select repeat it provides a good efficiency. So the second part will go for the framing because in the, I think we have seen about various the functions of OSI layer. Data link layer it converts from other packets to frames. Before that, it is a network layer. From the network layer, the input to the respective data link layer it is the packets, but it converts from packet to frame. So the second part we will see about so various the framing technique, which is used to convert from packet to frame. So if we are going for any framing, for example, this is my the overall packet. This is the overall packet. Suppose if I am converting this into the frame, definitely to identify the framing boundaries, that is, starting and ending. Because if you are continuously transmitting frame 0, frame 1, frame 2, like so this is frame 0, then frame 1, frame 2. If you are transmitting continuously, if you are receiving, while merging again, if you are converting from framing into the packets to identify the frame boundaries. Because in the frame, definitely you should know which is the starting point of the frame, which is the ending point of the frame. Because without any frame, without the boundary end point of the frame, if you are continuously transmitting, then if you are combining, so it is very tough to identify this is going to which frame, whether this is frame 0, frame 1, or frame 2. So in the framing, we are going to add the boundary. That is the starting of the frame, the ending of the frame. So this is the main function of the respective the frame. Then high level data link control, it is nothing but the respective the control which is used for the frame. So the first part we will see about the frame. So in the data link layer, already we discussed. This is nothing but the network layer. So from the network layer, it will come as the packet. Here it will convert as the frame. Similarly, in the reverse, here frame again convert from framing to packet. So the framing is one of the main the respective the service provided by the data link. Then error control already we have seen. Then similarly the flow control, because any traffic is occurring, how it is managing the situation. That is nothing but the flow control that we will see in the forthcoming slides. The back, all these things we will see in the forthcoming. Then multiplexing. Since if you are converting from packets into the frame, all the frame will be transmitted using the multiplexing technique. Then link maintenance, then security. That is the encryption, decryption, all these things. For example, the peer-to-peer or HDLC or Ethernet, these are the few examples for the data link, the protocol. So the data link layer, it enables the transfer of the frames of information over the digital bits. Services, insert, framing to indicate boundaries, error control, then insert address to enable the link layer to carry information from multiple users. This is nothing but multiplex. So these are the few services. You see here, this is the transmitted frame. Let us assume we are not giving any framing. We are not giving any frame. If you are transmitting, again if you are receiving continuously, then it is very tough to identify which one is the frame 0, which one is frame 1, because it is the serial transmission. It is very tough to identify which one is frame 0, which one is the frame 1. So the framing, it involves identifying the beginning as well as the end. Then mapping stream of the physical layer bits into the frames. What are all that the bits will be coming to the frame 0. That will be taken care by the framing process. Again, a mapping frames into bits. In the inverse side, we have to again map frames. So the frame boundaries can be determined using character count. For example, if for the frame 0, I'm using 5 characters. Maybe I can represent boundaries as using the map character count. So 5 characters or the control character. So control bits, it is having the many, it is having the many bits. I think this study we even the previous class, even you studied the many control flag, all these things in our microcontroller also. The flag is nothing but it is again it is a boundaries which is used to represent the various things. Even it contains the I think you studied about microprocessor, zero flag and then carry flag, all these things. Again, the flag is nothing but the representing something which related to that. So depending upon that flag bit also you can be able to identify the boundaries or using the CRC check. Because we are using CRC as a check. Using the CRC check also bit also you can be able to identify the boundaries. Either you can add character count at the end, or you can add control character at the end, or you can add flag bit at the end, or you can add the CRC checks at the starting as well as ending of the frame to identify frame boundary. So we will see about two types of the framing. First one is nothing but the bit stuffing. Then we are going for the byte stuffing. So bit stuffing, byte stuffing means we are adding stuffing. We are adding some bits additionally in the information. What is the need for adding additional bits? What is the need for adding additional bits? So, for example, let us consider this is our the input, the data to be sent. Input data to be sent. This is the one frame. So already we discussed the first, we have to add the framing at the beginning, at the last to identify the boundaries because this is one frame. Similarly, the second one it contains some other frames. It is continuously transmitting in a serial transmission. In the receiving side, the deframing side, so receiver should identify the framing boundaries. Then it will combine the frames to convert from frame into the packets. This is only one frame. Similarly, so many frames are transmitted. So now, so we have to add the frame. For example, that adding frame boundaries, we will give as the respective the rules. Here the rules is given. After 6 consecutive one, just add the 0. That is nothing but the boundary. We will give as a boundary. This is the boundary. So in the examples, we will give data to be sent. Then we will give the boundaries. We will give the boundaries like this. We will give the data to be sent. Then we will give the boundaries. Then we may ask you to go for a bit stuffing as well as the destuffing of the given data. So this is nothing but boundaries. So the first step I am adding the respective the framing. I am adding respective the framing. So this is the answer. We'll go by step by step. The first step along with this I am adding something. Otherwise, just admit I will. So let us consider this is the data to be sent. We will give as this is the data to be transmitted. Then we will give the framing bit as this is nothing but an framing bit. This is data. We may ask you to go for bit stuffing as well as the destuffing. So the first step, framing. Along with this data, 0, 1, 1, 0, how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0, 0. Along with this data, we are adding framing at the starting as well as at the ending. 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is the framing. Similarly, at the last, this is the framing. Okay. So now, what is the need for destuffing? Suppose without going for any stuffing, that means adding additional bit into the data. If I am transmitting only with the framing, in the receiving side, this is the receiving data. In the receiving side, automatically, if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, after 6 consecutive one, if 0 is occur, then automatically this has been identified as the frame. Then this will be discarded. First step during the receiver, during the receiving side, this is the receiving data. Suppose let us assume without any stuffing, I'm adding the framing, then I am transmitting. In the receiver side, what will happening? It will check the frame, the bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 consecutive ones, if 0 is occur, automatically it has been identified as the framing. So this framing bits will be discarded. So next, again it will check remaining data, information 0. So 1, 2. So it does not contain 6 consecutive 0. So again 0. Now if you see here, 1, 1, 1. How many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what will happen? While receiving this, it will check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after 6 consecutive ones, 0 is occurring automatically. So the receiver will discard this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Discard this as also frame. This will discard this is also frame. Then 0. Then next similarly, so this is also discard as a frame. Now if you see here, the receiving bit 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the actually the receiving bit. This is actual transmitted bit. So this is the receiving bit. If we are not going for any stuffing, adding additional bit into the frame, due to this framing procedure in the receiver side, sometimes we may lose the information. To overcome that, we are going for the stuffing. To overcome that, you are going for the stuffing. Since this involves all our bit, so this is nothing but bit stuff. Bit stuff. So if we are going for stuffing, you can be able to eliminate so these type of that error in the receiving bit. Here if you see here actual transmitting bit, this is actual transmitting. Without stuffing, if you are going for framing, this is the receiving bits. So it does not match with the transmitting. So to overcome that, we are going for stuffing, that is adding additional bit along with the information. So what is the procedure? The same, the first step, frame. Just add frame at the starting as well as at the ending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this is framing. Then remaining information 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0, 0. So first step, we have added the frame. So second step, this is first step. Second step, go for stuffing. Go for bit stuffing. How we can go for bit stuffing? In the receiver, what we have seen, after consecutive number of that, after consecutive 6 ones, if it is 0, then automatically it is identified as a framing. To avoid that, in the stuffing, what we can go for, after every consecutive 5 ones, we can add additional bit as a 0. If it is consecutive 6 ones, then 0, automatically it is identified as a framing. To avoid that in the stuffing, in the informations, you can add additional the stuffing bit after consecutive 5 ones. Because if you are adding after consecutive 7 ones also, if you are adding 0, so the 610 will be counted as the framing, so it will discard the receiving side. To avoid that, so if the frame bit is 6 consecutive ones, then 0, then add the stuff bit such that it should be lesser than the consecutive one. So let us assume after 5 consecutive one, add as the additional bit, that is nothing but the suffix. That is nothing but the suffix. For example, framing, we are leaving as it is. This is informations. So 0, 1, 2, 0. Then after 5 consecutive ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after this 5 consecutive zeros, we are adding additional bit as the stuffing bits. So after 5 consecutive ones, now we are adding as the stuffing bit. This is the stuffing rules. So after 5 consecutive ones, if 0 is occurs, then that 0 is nothing but the stuffed bits. That is the rule. That is the rule for bit stuffing in this problem. After every 5 consecutive one, if 0 is occurs, that 0 is nothing but the stuffed bit. That is the stuffed bit. Then after adding this bit stuffing, again we are going for the information. How many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 5 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As per rule, after 5 consecutive ones, we are adding additional the stuffed bits 0. So remaining as it is. Then last it is nothing but a framing. So now this is framing, this is bit stuffing, this is also bit stuffing. Now this is an transmitted the frames after framing and stuffing. After framing and stuffing. So the same thing in the receiver side. If you are receiving at the receiver side, this is at the transmitter side. So in the receiver side, we should go for deframing as well as the destuffing. So what will happen? I am receiving 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5, checking whether it is 1 or 0. So it is 1. So no problem. So 0. So now after 6 consecutive ones, I am receiving as 0. Automatically as per rule, this is identified as the framing bits. This will be discarded. Okay. So next 0, 1, 2. So 2 consecutive ones 0. It is not a stuffed bit. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 consecutive ones, it will check the 6th bit whether it is 1 or 0. If it is 0, automatically it is an stuffed bit. It will be discarded. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. Again it checks the sixth bit. It is an 0. It is an stuffed bit. So it is discarded. So 0, 0. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6, it is a 0. It is a frame. Now, if you see here, the received bits at the receiver after deframing, destuffing 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. So this is matches with the transmitting. To avoid to avoid error during the reception by means of adding the framing, we are going for the bit stuffing. We are going for the stuffing. That means adding additional bit in the information itself to avoid unnecessary confusions between the informations with the frame bits at the receiver side. This is bit stuffing. Any doubt? So similar way, we can go for byte stuffing. We can go for byte stuffing. If it is in terms of hexadecimal, then we can go for the byte stuffing. So to avoid repeat of the flag. So this is the flag bit. I think this is studied in 8085 also. 7E it is a flag bit. To avoid unnecessary confusion in the data, so just XOR 7E with 20X. You will get 75. So now, if you are replacing 7E with 75E, then controlled field 70 also will get confused. 70 will also confuse. So 70 will be replaced by 75D. For example, 7E, it will be replaced with 75E in the stuffing rule. Similarly, to avoid this control field confusion, 70 will also get replaced with 75. So this is the flag bits. So we are going to add flag bits at the starting as well as ending. That is nothing but the boundaries. So to avoid whether 7E it is a flag bit or information. So we are going for stuffing of 7E which is replaced with 75 because we are going to add, for example, so we are having continuous number of bytes. So 7E we are adding as a boundaries, framing at the starting and as well as ending. Sometimes in the data also 7E will be there, like a previous case. After 6 consecutive 1, it is 0. But even though in the information also after 6 consecutive 1, 0 will be there. Similarly, 7E it is the framing boundary byte. But in the information also 7E will be present. To avoid confusion, in the information, all the 7E will be replaced by 7D and 5. We are adding additional bytes as a hexadecimal, the byte stuffing. So 70 also will be occurring in the information. So to avoid that, if 70 is occurring, replace 70 with 75D. That is, we are going to XOR 70 with 20x, then you will get 75D. So byte stuffing rule, at the starting and the end, add 70 as the framing. If in between, if 7E is coming, replace 7E with 75. If 70 is coming inside, replace that with 75. So if 7E is occurring in the information, replace 7E with 75. If 70 occurs in information, replace that with the 75. You will see with one example. Okay. Let us consider This is the data to be sent. We will give data to be sent. We may ask to go for byte stuffing. So data to be sent. This is the data to be sent. So what will happen? Always is go for the framing at the starting, at the ending. We are adding 7E. So kindly remember in the informations, if 7E is coming, replace that with 7D 5E. If 7D is coming, replace that with 7D 5D. Very, very simple. Just XOR 20X with 7E, you will get 75E. Then XOR 20X with 7D, you will get 75D. You can cross check. Okay. So now, first 5E. Okay. I am keeping as it is. Second, it is 7D. If it is 7D is coming, we have to replace that 7D with 5D. 7D with 70, 5D. Okay. This is over. This is over. So next, 7E. If it is 7E, to avoid confusion between flag bit with information, 7E will be replaced with 75E. So 75. So this is also over. So 24. Okay. 7D. So 7D, 5D, 34. So 7E, 5E, 7, 5. Now I have completed bits, that is the byte stuffing as well as the framing. Receiver side, this is transmitter side. So the same bytes, if it is at the receiver side, I have to go for destuffing rule. So what is the destuffing rule? If I am receiving the 7E, automatically I am checking the next bit, because 7E, it is an automatic, it is the flag bit. So automatically this will be replaced. This will be discarded because 7E, it is not there in any information. So 7E will be discarded. Okay. So next I am receiving 5E. So next, if I am receiving 7D, I have to check next byte whether it is an 5D or it is a 5B in the destuffing in the inverse process. If I am receiving 7D, sorry, so this is 7D. If I am receiving 7D, then I have to check the next byte. So this is an 5D. So 7D, 5D, it is replaced with 7D. So 7D, 5D, it is replaced with 7D. Okay. So next 7D, I am checking next byte 5E. So 7D, 5E, it is replaced with 7. As per the stuffing byte stuffing rule, 7D, 5E, it is replaced with 7E. Next 24. Okay. Next 7D. If I am receiving 7D, I have to check the next byte. So 5D. So 7D, 5D, it is replaced with 7D. Next 34. Okay. If I am receiving 7D, I have to check next byte. So 7D, 5E means it is as per stuffing rule, it is replaced by 7E. 7D, 5E, it is replaced with 7E. So next I am receiving 7E. This is the flag bit. I am discarding the boundaries. Now if we cross check as per the byte stuffing as well as destuffing rule, I am getting the same data which I have sent already. So this is nothing but a byte stuff. So the next problem, already we have given the receiving the bit, you have to go for destuffing. The second part, the problem, the same way, this is the receiving bit. This is the receiving bit. I am going for a destuffing, bytes destuffing. So what will happen? First, 7E, automatically it is a boundary flag. So it will be discarded. So next is 7D. If I am receiving 7D, I have to check the next byte. So 7D, next is 5E. So this is nothing but 7D. See here, 7D, 5D, it is 7D. Okay. Next is 7D. If I am receiving 7D, I have to check next byte. So 7D, 5B, it is 7. So next, FE. And next, 54. Next, I am receiving 70. If I am receiving 70, I have to check the next byte. So this is 70, 5D, that is replaced with. So I am receiving 70. I have to check next byte. So 70, 5B, it is 70. So 60. Similarly, 7D, then 5E, so 7. Next, I am receiving 70. This is a flag bit I am discarding. So now, this is the destuffing the bytes for a given problem. So kindly practice few problems in the stuffing as well as the framing. What is the need for framing? We have to convert from packet to frame in a data link layer. That is also the function of data link layer to represent boundaries, because again in the inverse we have to combine frame, then you have to convert frame into packet. To represent the starting as well as ending of the frame, we are adding some other bits or bytes along with the frame. So if you are adding the frame at the first and last, sometimes that frame, the bits or bytes may also present inside the information. To avoid unnecessary confusion between the framing bit with the information bit, we are going for stuffing. That means adding additional bit or byte in informations to differentiate between the frame as well as with the information. So in a bit stuffing, for example, we are adding framing as 0610 in the informations to avoid confusion. After every 5 consecutive ones, we are adding 0 as the stuff bit. In the destuffing, easily we can be able to go for destuffing, deframing without any error. Similarly, in the byte stuffing, so we are going to represent flag bit 7E with the boundaries. Sometimes 7E will also present inside the frame. To avoid that, we are going for XORing 7E with 20X, that is 7D, 5E. 7D also will present inside the frames. So we are going for 7D XOR is 20X, then it is nothing but 75D. So in the information, if 7E is present, we are replacing that 7E with 7D, 5E as a stuffed bytes. If 7D is present, we are going to replace that with the 7D, 5D. 7E means 7D, 5E. 7D means 7D, 5D. In the reversing, in the destuffing, we are doing inverse operations. We are getting the exact byte. So that's all about the framing as well as bit stuffing and byte stuffing. So coming Friday, you will have a quiz. You kindly practice well the first 2 modules. It is in a Schoology.
So when is the quiz?
Coming Friday, our regular class, 9 o'clock.
the Schoology platform.
Yeah, Schoology. Okay, pa. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Take care. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Always,
Thank you, sir.
keep safe, keep away. Nowadays, the spreading of COVID second wave, it is going very fast. Kindly be safe. Always.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, will you be providing us a code for the quiz?
Yeah. You have to join in the MS team. I will share that code in the MS team.
Okay, sir.
Okay, pa. Thank you. Take care. Always, be safe. Kindly stay away. Nowadays, day by day, number of cases are increasing. Be safe, please.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Thank you, pa. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.